I recently ran through my stock presets and I stumbled upon this one, and then I just played this simple riff. And I thought, that sounds cool somehow, so let's make a song out of it based on this riff. My name is Julian and welcome to my new series Let's Write a Song! I think you know this situation very well. You start with the guitar riff that sounds cool and promising, but you struggle to turn it into an entire song, what can be very challenging and even frustrating sometimes. If you might know what I'm talking about, this series might be perfect for you. So this series focuses on songwriting, beginning with a simple riff idea, then building a song structure and finally gluing all parts together to an entire song. This will not be about shredding technique and guitar wankery, because there's so much shit out there. Here we will learn to find different approaches of composing good songs as a guitar player, which you can finally transport into your own songwriting. And maybe we can develop the songs together, so let's interact. So this is my initial riff idea. This is all we have to start for our composition, and the first question is, what part of the song could it represent? I decided to take this for the verse section because it is very slow and calm and doesn't push too much energy. Maybe we can use this riff as well for a short intro, so first let's record the riff and then copy and paste. Now let's find a drum groove that will fit. Doesn't need to be overcomplicated to sound good. I think the most important thing is that it should be as calm as the riff, something slow but carrying the riff, and well, a drum beat, blast beat wouldn't make any sense here. So let's take a look at our drummer and scroll through some grooves here. That could be too much, I think, but we found something here that works for now, so let's listen to it. It mustn't be perfect for the beginning, we can modify the pattern later on. It is just about having something to start the whole structure to work with. And now we need the bass. The drums already give you a slight direction where to go and how to play. And usually for composing I don't play a real bass. I often use an integrated bass of the Halen. This is the integrated synthesizer in Cubase to get started, and we will record the bass line with my MIDI keyboard. When the composing process will all be done, then I will replace the MIDI bass lines with a real bass. But for now I don't see a point to record a real bass, because during the process we will change some notes here and there. Or maybe there's somebody out there who wants to contribute with his or her own bass lines. Yeah, as you see, I don't use some fancy stuff here. Maybe I should get myself a new one, a better one, but anyway, I've never played a keyboard in front of the camera because I'm so bad at it, but come on, let's get this thing done. Okay, bass is done, great, without having any incidents. So let's listen to it. Alright, somehow it still sounds a little bit empty in this section, there's too much room left. Let's add some synths. For this song I use my mosaic pads by Heaviosity, which sound brilliant right out of the box. Simple, easy to use, and you don't need to spend too much time for tweaking and wasting time instead of going on with the songwriting. And in general, I think tweaking too much can be exhausting and definitely kills your flow and mood of songwriting, so don't waste time too much on this. After choosing the right sound, I usually work with the chord track in Cubase. By dragging the chords into the synth track, it automatically will create the MIDI notes, which is a really cool feature. So you don't have to play and blame yourself, and then you can glue all the parts together. I also like to work with the modulation wheel because it adds some movement to your synth track. That's nice, right? For me as a guitar player, it is a great way to build your composition like this, as I'm not good at playing the piano. It would take hours, to be honest, to play the synth live and to record notes without being out of time too much. Great, we have the rhythm section for our first verse now. In summary, we have the basic riff on our guitar, we also added some drums, a simple bass line, and we also added a synth pad to create a dance atmosphere. So we already have our small structure for our first song. Alright, tune in next time in our next episode as we will create a melody for our first verse. I hope you liked the video, add your ideas and comments below and subscribe to my channel please so that you don't miss out my next episodes. Stay tuned and see you next time.